Hello guys. Yes, we're here once again. It's Brandon from your contact for this update on day 2 on this project where we are fixing the leaks from the roof. So we are removing existing system and installing new system of waterproof torch one. So now let me take you through what we have already done on yesterday and today, which is Monday. We're going to show you now what we're going to do today. So let's start here. So here, as you can see, we're opening up the scrapes already here. So we are opening them up. Then we do the stitching where we put a reinforcement bar here like this, and this one we open it like this piece. So now we're just dealing with the one side, and all the way we open it, then we do the stitching. In that way, if there's any movement within the crack, these two bars will protect it. So that's what we're gonna do. And also here, one has it's sealed, but there's this metal that are here, as you can see. So they are rusty. The water was always going in there. So this one, we're gonna clean it and treat the metal. And once we treat it, then we close it properly. Then we'll have a proper seal and proper. So this is another crack as well. This is another one. We'll seal it. And on the wall, you can see also these ones. These are still bad. So the water was getting in and it's rust now. It's great. All this will protect it, fill it nicely. Another brick here. We'll deal with it also. So you see, on here, they were trying to fix it, but as you can see now, the water was underneath. Trying to put the metal, but we'll remove all this, open up this, treat it nicely. This metal, I guess it was a gutter, but it's closed now. Nobody can see until we dig it up and all this. So that's what we're gonna do. And open up all the trenches, and we have to flush thicker cement for us to get this strong and tight. And so that's what you have to do. And we'll open up also some other areas, then we'll fill it. But so far, this is what we have done. Yesterday we opened up this thickness, and we're gonna make it straight, proper straight, and we'll remove everything. And that's it for now. Please like, share, and continue to subscribe. Thank you so much for being part of our journey. Appreciate it. Bye for now.
We started by opening up all the crack using a grinder. So what we did, I remember on the previous day, I explained that we are going to open them up and we do the stitching, because by the looking at how the cracks were looking, we thought it was a structural cracks, whereby the whole structure, the whole roof was cracked. But then when we open it up, we discover that it was not a structural cracks, they were just Helen cracks. That's why, as you can see now, we are just opening up straight. There's no lines that we put so that we can stitch it. And on those where there was old existing gutters, those metal gutters, we chop it down so that we can make a big opening, because it was just a circle. Because what was happening here is the old gutter that was there, they were drilled through the wall. Then in future, as they discover that they were leaking or something, then they have to change the entrance where the water to the new system of the gutter, where they will just use the PVC pipe. So now, as we open it up, we notice that all the rainwater that was collected, the one were entering into those existing ones. So we have to prepare it like this, as you can see. Once we prepare it, and in the previous video, in the previous day, I told you as well that we're going to treat them. But as we discovered that it was worse than we thought. You can see this one, it has water in. So we have to remove them. As you are seeing us now, we have to remove them. Really, it was strong. They were really tough to remove because they were concreted on there, and we didn't have a choice but to take them out. But we thank God everything comes out smoothly as we we really wanted. So it was hard, and now as you can see, we are trying to make sure by using a 4-pound hammer and a chisel it might come out. And as you can see, it was strong and it cracked. It just cracked there, but we will not give up on it. Finally, it was out. It was out, and it was really a good thing to see. You can see, so they pile up the bricks there, and so that they try to cover it up, but the water was still coming into it. So as you can see, this is the old, this is the new one, the new entrance for the new gutter that is already functioning now on this roof. So now it is really well. We did all of them. I think it was around about 4. And on the cracks, as you can see, now the ground is a little bit cleaned on the other side, on this side, and you can see the one is coming out. The existing gutter, we already took it out, and now we only have one hole. What we'll do here, we have to fill them up, and the other side is being cleaned right just now. It's being cleaned so that we prepare for the next to close up all those holes so that it can be just smooth surface. This process is important because that's where the problem was, and we have to fix it that way so that we won't have this anymore. So as you can see, that metal strip that they try to put, we are cutting it out using a grinder with a metal blade. So once we remove that, we will be able also to remove that metal, and as you can see, we remove it. You can see the sand there, and the water is inside. It is wet, and it was not a good thing to witness, but what could we do? The water is in there. You can see like the foam there. The water was a lot in there, but we have to drain them, and after drain the water, we fill it. Now we are mixing the concrete. We use small concrete stone, it was 4 mil, and we use sand and cement. This is what we use. Then now we are mixing them nicely. Once we mix them, we already put water, apply water to sprinkle some water on the existing hole that we want to pour this concrete on, so that it can be properly sealed, so that no water can come in again. So once that is done, we did it to all. As I said, we have like 4 holes that were causing these leaks. So now we are going to close them all and seal them properly, so that we won't have this problem again, and the client won't call us again to say come back. And I have to mention this again, every time when you get to the jobs like this, we were supposed to just treat it and just move away, and we say we already fixed the problem, but the problem will not last long. The client will call us again, you guys come, this thing is still leaking, because the problem won't properly fixed. But now, as you can see, once we concrete and seal it, we are sure and 100% that the client won't call us again, and all this will fill it up. We'll fill all the cracks, and we'll mix again, another mix, not concrete this time because it's not a bigger part. We'll just mix a strong mix for cement and sand. Then we'll be able to fit it, to apply it, wet it with water, and apply it with some bonding on, so that it can be properly filled. So yeah, this is what was happening, and it was day 2 where this was happening. So it was really going well to see that we have coming from removing the existing torsion membrane that was installed already, and making sure all the cracks are being open. All these cracks are being open, and all the gutter area where the leak was all the problem were being fixed. It was really amazing to witness that. It's really go well, and the cracks were a bit a lot, but we managed to open them up in just a day. So this is amazing, guys. As you can see, it's amazing. So this is the pipe where the water, where we are getting the water, and we just sprinkle it there. And once we sprinkle it, then we are ready so that it can really make a strong bond. So now you can see the guy is just closing it up now with some concrete stone, and boom, once that is done, we again came to do the torch on. Before we did that, we allow it to dry. Once we allow it to dry, we paint with bitumen on, and that is the black. It is like black as you can see it, but now it really goes well. So we are installing it. The bitumen is dry, everything is dry, and now the new torch on is being installed. So these rows were 10 meters as usual. It's 1 meter by 10 meter long. So what I'm explaining here is that we just decided to cut them into two, 5 meter. Then once we cut them 5 meter, because they were not reaching to the top like once, we didn't want to put joint on the middle. We rather prefer to join everything on the sides, so that water, it can bond there and the rainwater cannot enter there, than to make a join also on the center there, since we have the other join on that side. So we didn't want so many joints, so we decided now we're gonna make all the joins on that side so that the water can't have access to enter again. And even at night we were working because remember, it is winter here in South Africa, in Cape Town. It is winter here, so we were really pushing so that we don't want the rainwater to get in it there before us. Though we were sure that everything is closed and everything is properly sealed, we didn't want we didn't want rain to come in and causing the other side now to leak, the other side that we just opened. So we have to close it. So even at night we were burning the torch on, making sure everything is closed and properly sealed. So this was what happened, guys, and it's really going really well. So now, as I explained to you, we were cutting into pieces and bonding with the other one. As you can see, we're bonding it with the other one that we were already installed, and this was almost the final stage of it. So we did it, and it really goes very well. It really goes very well. It was a little bit windy, so as you can see, the blowtorch, we adjusted to the maximum so that the wind can't blow the fire. But it really was working, though it takes a lot of gas, but what can we do? We have to. And that's the light that is lighting everything, and once we burn it, we... So today we're on this side. Hope you remember last week we did this torch on here on this roof. So now we have tested it, no more leaks. So today we are finally painting silver coat, and on the other side we are using this fiberglass fiber for the walls. So you can see now, this is it. We are painting it gray, then grading will come with silver on top like we did last time. So you can see here the gray is already there. We are just waiting to put fiberglass. So this is the paint that you can see, bitumen silver coat. This is the silver. So it is really going well, as you can see. So we're gonna paint 2 coats on it. 2 coats on it so that it's fully and permanently protected. Yes, so you can see really going well all the way. Nice. Now the final day. Yes, so now as you can see, all 2 coats are being installed now, and it is looking as amazing, and it's just a wow. What do we say? It's really as amazing. Just by looking at it this way, it is nice and bright. And I can't thank you enough again, guys, for just being part of this journey from beginning to the end as we showcase this torch on project.